Oh, all right. Welcome again to Military Guna TV. Thank you very much for tuning in, and this has been a good show so far. Hopefully, we can have a good one today again. Now, I want to do a player comparison, and we know we're always linked with these players. This time of the year, we're always linking with these specific players right across the board. I'm good. How are you? How are you? I'm really good. I'm good. We're always linking with these players all over, all from all different walks of the earth. And sometimes you're wondering, why is that is Arsenal Football Club the one that is always linking with all these type of players? But what I want to do today, I want to do a player comparison. I'd like to do a player comparison. Really good. Check to see if you're a moderator, because I thought I could have sworn last night I made you a moderator. So check to see if you're a moderator, please, and give me a thumbs up. So guys, let me get into it. It won't be anything long. I want to do a short one this morning because we have a few things to talk about later on. I have a show to go on as well. So I'm going to go straight into football transfer market, basically to analyze both players, give you the statistics and what I think of these players. Now, Konate hasn't played as much game as we all think. Yes, he has, but he hasn't played as much game as we all think. But I'm hoping that great. I'll be searching maybe possible two more. I think I might make Delano Grant and also Ashton moderators as well, because they have been really good, and these guys have been really good with the content, and they're consistently tuning in, and I do appreciate that their consistency. I really enjoy that, the fact that they are consistent to my content. So it's Ibrahima Konate and William Saliba player comparison. Why am I not finding? I'm going to do the player All right, so you guys know that. Yeah, well, it's that time of the year again where we link with every single one. We consistently link with everyone right across the board. We're linked with everyone. Just know that once you play football and it's transfer season, you're going to be linked with Arsenal Football Club. You will definitely be linked with Arsenal Football Club. And I think it's one of those things. Where we just deem and believe that every player that is out there is going to come to Arsenal because it's transfer window. But really and truly, these two players, I'm going to use reference to Konate and what's the other guy that he partners with? There's another guy that he partners with. Very, very good player. We also were linked with Upamecano. Yes, we were linked with Upamecano as well, and now we're linked with Konate. So it is just funny enough to know that it just always these massive links going out, and Arsenal Football Club tend to be linked with every single player. And the time will come we are going to realize that these are just basically clickbait. And I don't mind. Konate is actually a very good player. He's a really, really good player. So I would mind. I definitely would mind getting Konate because he's actually a very good player as well. But what I want to do is a player comparison between both players. Let me see if I can point on them. Ooh, yeah, good. Between these two players. I can't touch him. Yeah. Between these two players. Yeah, because all right, so that is a valid point, and that is something that I will definitely bring up. Because many people didn't know that he has injury problems. He has big. All right, so I'll get into it right now. All right, so I'm going to use the statistics of Sofa Scores. You guys maybe know of Sofa Scores already. Just the same, because I think we're looking out there. I'm not sure what Mikel Arteta stands are with William Saliba, but I am going to do what I want to do with William Saliba and also Ibrahima Konate. No, let me get into. I think I should hit Konate first. No, let me hit William Saliba first. Let me get into William Saliba statistics first and let you guys know what is happening. I'm just so sorry that I couldn't do a bit more in regards to graphics and such forth. So William Saliba so far has played 11 games. He has started 11 times. So all games that he has started, he has completed all 90 minutes. He has been featured in Team of the Week once. So let me get you to his attacking stats. So William Saliba hasn't scored any goal as yet, but shots per game is averaging a 1.2 shot per game, and we spoke about Lacazette. And Lacazette averaging shots per game is actually barely over one. And now I'm looking at William Saliba playing in 11 games in the French league, playing a defender, averaging 1.2 shots per game. A defender averaging 1.2 shots per game. So it is really significant. And it goes to show that what is really happening. So let me get that's basically all the statistics that he succeeded in regards to the attacking concept of things. So let me go into his passing. And we know that William Saliba is a very good passer of the ball, and he's a consistent passer as well. Now, he averages 80.3 touches per game. 80.3 touches per game. William Saliba averages 80.3 touches per game. Basically, I think the only defender in our team possible to average that, it possibly could be Granit Xhaka. It could be the only person in Arsenal football team to average that amount of touches per game. It has to be Granit Xhaka. It has to be, yeah, more than Laka, definitely more than Laka. It has to be Granit Xhaka. So, accurate passes per game, 61.5% accurate passes per game. Accurate passing in his own half is accurate passes per game out of the 80.3%, 61.5% are accurate, averaging a 90% pass accuracy per 90 minutes. William Saliba averaging a 90% pass accuracy per 90. Now, accuracy in his own half, he averages 93% pass accuracy in his own half. That is really good. In the opposition half, he averages 83% passes. Now, it can be being they are overloading, or maybe they are playing a high press, because we know that Nice plays with a real high press. Both Tobido and William Saliba play in a high press system, so naturally they are going to in the opposition half quite so often. But you can see that playing in the opposition half, they generally retain the ball really good. They generally retain the ball really good. Accurate long ball, 64%. Averaging 4.3 accurate long balls per 90. That is good. That is we have midfielders who averages maybe about 52 or 54% long passes, but that is really good, and we have seen that quite so often. And you guys know that I'm a person who watch William Saliba really often, and his averages are actually really good. Chip passes 57%, 3.3 chip passes per game, averaging at 57%. So let me get into his defensive stats. He has 2 clean sheets so far in 11 games. Interception 1.5 interception per game. I think he could have done a bit higher in that, but it could be a sense in which, because he's so positionally good that it doesn't necessarily mean that he has to be doing any recoveries or trying to intercept the ball. But I think that can be something that can be tapped upon. Tackles per game, 0.8%. He's really positionally good, so it doesn't necessarily mean he has to make a lot of tackles. He hasn't won possession as yet. He has never been the most ideal stats to highlight William Saliba. He has never been dribble past at any given point in time since he has been in League Dog. He has played 11 games and he has never been dribble past. Now, what does that state? All right, so for example, the first thing that highlights the reason why this is not a likely possibility that it would happen, or it can happen, but not so significantly often. William Saliba is really quick. He's really quick. Quick off his feet over a 10-meter block. then you can see where it goes from there. But from 0 to 10, he's really, really quick off his feet. So he has great recovery pace and also to cover the defender. So that is one of the reasons why he hasn't been dribbled past, and his positioning, his body positioning is really good. He tends to jockey, fall back, then went again for the jockey. So that is how he defends. Clearances per game, 4.3% clearances, averaging 4.3% clearances per game, and that is high. That's really high. I don't, not even David Lewis. Well, the closest would be maybe Holding, because Holding do a lot of edit balls. So I think Holding will be the closest. Error leading to goal, 1. And that error leading to goal was actually the game that I was covering, where he played the ball across his 18-yard area, trying to do a long diagonal to the winger, and so said, so done. The midfielder intercepted the ball. Well, the striker intercepted the ball, and he hit a banger from about 40 yards out. And that was one of the biggest error leading to a goal. One more error leading to a goal was actually they didn't score, but I've seen a few times where he mispassed, he made some shabby passes, and it leads to opposition chance created. And I think that is something that he can work on. Passing, his positioning, these are things that he can work on. And it could be one of the reasons why Mikel Arteta hasn't integrated him into the team, because Mikel Arteta loves the centre backs who can pass the ball. That is the reason why we see like a Gabriel, David Luiz, and Pablo Marica, because these guys has a great pass in their foot. So many centre backs with potential. The 7 centre back we had 3 centre backs from under 21 who went on loan. 10 centre backs, not one great centre back. Yeah, that's true. We have 10 centre backs, and not one of them could have really made one. This is Lucas Life. That's a valid comment. A really valid comment. But the thing is, Upamecano, he seems more of a defensive midfielder. I'm not sure, but he tends to drive out of the 18-yard quite often. Even went on these mad dribbles quite so often. But Upamecano has a higher ceiling. He really has a higher ceiling than Konate. I think what Konate brings is actually stability. And we're not looking for someone who's that. All right, okay, so for example, Upamecano and Gabriel, they would not be a good partnership. Reason being, we have two persons who are going to engage at the same time. We cannot afford that. But it would be a great addition as well. I think that pairing him with Gabriel would actually, yes, they would be a great addition, but I think with coaching, they would needed to be fine-tuned. But they are really good. They are really, really good defenders. Let me get a bit more into the statistics. Successful dribbles. And we know William Saliba loves to dribble. He loves to break the line and makes those final passes in between the line as well. So his successful dribbles are 0.6 at 100% success rate. His dribbles are, he averages 0.6 dribbles per game at a success of 100%, which means that he never loses the ball when he goes forward. He never loses the ball when he goes forward. It shows a bit of maturity. He shows a bit of maturity. Big up, glad to have you on, man. Big up sentiments. Great to have you here. We need to make tools sell better in an Arteta. Well, Barcelona are interested in both of them, actually. So let us see. All right, so many people want to sell Arteta. I see people complaining that Thomas Tuchel take Chelsea from 10th place straight onto 4th place. And there's so many variants to that. There's a lot of variants to that, because first thing first, when Thomas Tuchel was in 10th place, they were actually maybe about 4 points away from 4th place. Because even now, the margin from 10th to 4th is about 6 or 7 points. From 10th to 4th is about 6 or 7 points. For me, Saliba and Gabriel, mentored by Luis and Mertesacker, and pushing each other can be a great partnership. Yes, they can. The thing about Saliba and Gabriel is they love to engage. These are two type of players who love to engage. So, for example, you can recall when against Leicester City, the goal they scored where I think it's Harvey Barnes, right? Your Telemans drive at our 18-yard box, and Pablo Mari miscalculated and backed off, and then that's the shot hard and low bottom corner. If that was Gabriel, I'm quite sure Gabriel would have engaged and stopped him before he entered an 18-yard box. I'm quite sure of that. So yes, these are two proactive. They are two proactive defenders, and that is something that we have to value. It is not something that we really get to quite so often. Proactive defenders. For too long, we have seen the likes of Mustafi, David Lewis are just backing off these players when they have the ball. HJ90. Big up. I know your stance. There's nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with your comment. But put in the comments. I see the Arteta in, Arteta out clash soon. Gonna begin so soon. Take a note. Not sure the board will. His injury record is better than Upper Makana. Is it really? Is it really? Because Konate has only played 8 games this season. Let me check, guys. Let me check. Let me check. So Arteta sentiment said Arteta in. Lucas Life said Arteta out. Which football club model are you trying to follow? All right, that's a good question. Should we follow any football club model, or should we do our own thing? That is the question I would ask myself. Why is it necessary for us to follow a club model rather than just do what we want to do and try to build in our own perspective? Because we have seen now Liverpool, they did their model and it's going down. So I think we should try our own thing rather than anticipating or relying on someone else. Why do you think Konate is not a realistic buy? Why do you think he's not a realistic buy? You must have a reason to believe that he's not a realistic buy. All right, so let me get into further statistics. Total duels won per 90, he averages 4 duels won per 90. So it could be aerial. No, it could be aerial and also ground duels split in each. So let me go into further details. His averages is 70% in regards to duels won, and that is good. That is actually extremely good. Ground duels won is averaging 2 ground duels won per game, averaging a 70% win rate. Aerial duels, same 2, averaging a 65% win rate. Yeah, and he's really good aerially. I think Arsenal are really moving to that aerial battle where we have the likes of Gabriel, Pablo Mari, also David Lewis, and Holding. These guys are really good aerial winners. Yeah, actually, yeah. There's no purpose for us to be following someone else's model or trying to copy another club. I think we should do our own thing. We are trying to emulate a self-sustainable model of Leipzig, Sevilla, and Dortmund. And think about it. You think we are emulating them? We have been under the self-sustaining model for many years now. It could be those clubs who are emulating us. We have been doing the self-sustainable model for a long time period. And I really and truly cannot see that changing anytime soon. I cannot see that changing anytime soon. Because yes, we are the owners are jokers, and anyone beyond them has to be blamed. Because these are the guys who put people in those positions. One of the best things I think I saw that what the Cronkies did was to employ the lawyer. What's his name again? The one that actually investigates Raul Seneli, and also the agent that was working with the club. And I can't remember the lawyer's name. But he was the one who was doing the background reaping, and we saw the background changes because of it. Yes, he does need time. Konate has previously had a better injury record, to my knowledge. He has a bad injury record right now. No, he has a bad injury record. For the entire season, he has only played 8 games. For the entire season, he has only played 8 games. And that doesn't spell well. But guess what? If you have an injury record, you fit the mold of an Arsenal player. If you have an injury record, you fit the mold of an Arsenal player. And if you don't, we will ensure that you fit that mold and acquire some injuries. We can see it. Thomas Partey was injury-free before he came to Arsenal Football Club. And look at him now, struggling to regain perfect fitness. If you're not injured, if you're not injury-prone, we don't want you. Arsenal Football Club, we don't want you if you're not injury-prone. You have to be injury-prone So we have a reason to have a bad season. You have to be injury prone, so we have a reason to have a bad season because we are yet to definitely field our best 11. We are yet to field our best 11, and that is costing us. That is costing us valuable points. That is definitely costing us valuable points. I don't think Gabriel is good aerially. I've seen him won a lot of aerial battles actually still. So maybe that's your perspective. Still, I have no problem with that. We'll have to see. We can do the review as Han Gabriel at some point in time. I will see how that goes and to see because I've seen him won a few. Well, remember the first goal that he scored against was actually a header, but that can be a case as well. But I know for a fact that Gabriel, David Luiz and Olin are really good with aerial battles. I think that they are better defenders in deep line situation, Olin and David Luiz. That could be one of the reasons why Mikel Arteta is sticking out with these type of players because you need different players for different situations. We're playing against the likes of Manchester City. We won't have the ball. We're going to need players who can sit in and defend in deep block. But we're playing against the likes of Leicester, Liverpool, all these players will be coming at us, and they're going to be extremely open. We can play the Gabriel and the Saliba. These guys will bring the ball, break the line, and create problem for opposition. 75 million. Wow, that is poor. That is really poor. That is poor. Transfer profit. That is poor. That cannot take any club in any direction. What's happening with the youth academy? What about those kids? You can make sales off those kids. You can buy good prospect across Europe and integrate them into the team. And soon as they progress. So, for example, I see Sevilla as a type of team. Sevilla is the type of team where they purchase too many older footballers. My laptop. They purchased too many older footballers. Like recently, they brought in Rakitic over the age of 30, and then they went for Papu Gomez. Yes, these two players are really good players, but come on, if you're trying to build a footballing system where you want to grow and expand as a footballing team, you definitely have to bring in quality young players as well, not these older players. Rakitic and Papu Gomez at that age does not says a good sign for you. It's not like you're filling in a gap. For example, if Arsenal wanted attacking midfielder in the January transfer window, someone who's on a loan, going for Papu Gomez would be a good idea because that is filling the gap. But for Sevilla, they have so many older players in so many positions. They have Jesus Navas playing at left back. It's left back, right? They still have Jesus Navas playing at left back. That guy is maybe 45. That guy is about 45 years old. That's not good. That is poor transfer policy. All right, so possession loss. He lost possession, averaging 8.1 times per 90. Fouls committed one foul per 90. And even last season, the season before, William Saliba is not the type of player to commit a lot of foul. He doesn't commit a lot of foul. Cronky need to call Sherlock Holmes to get Sanieli. That Sanieli is probably sweating in those bars. Yes, don't you think it's funny that this big corruption has been stated since he went over in that side? It's just weird. But was he coming from Barca as well? It's just weird. And that's the type of person is when the Sanieli go for his black book and call up his agents from all over the dark, whatever. We see those things. We can't be emulating the structure of Leipzig or Dortmund because they don't buy Thomas Partey or Willian. The board have no idea and aren't definitely freestyle. They are definitely freestyling. All right, so Leipzig tend to purchase a lot of youth players. Dortmund purchased a lot of youth players as well. As you said, they won't buy the Williams, and they might buy the Thomas Partey because he's just 27. He's in the right age bracket, so they might buy Thomas Partey. He also said top 4 is available with this squad, and well, that's really putting a stretch. That's really going a stretch because top 4 really is hard to get right now. But What's the? Let me tell me what's the points differential. Let me check the points differential for top four. I'm going to try to find points differential for top four to see how far we are from the top four, because I do believe that we are not that far away from top six. Just a few points. We are not that far away from top six. So I don't think we are definitely out of this stretch like that. So top four is Chelsea on 47 points, and we are on 37 points. So that's 10 points away, and I think we have a game in hand. So that is 10 points away. Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea are on 47 points and we are on 37 points. That's just 10 points away. Basically, if we should win our game, the next game, which is against Burnley, that would be 7 points from top four. So, yes, it would be difficult, but we have to remember that the likes of Everton, I think, do we have to play Chelsea again? We have to play Chelsea again, right? We have another game with Chelsea. Chelsea's in front of us and we have Chelsea again. Everton in front of us and we have Everton again. Tottenham Hotspur is in front of us and we do have to play Tottenham Hotspur again. I think we have to play West Ham, and we also might. I think we have to play West Ham. We have to play West Ham, right? If I'm not wrong. I'm going to check. So it is not impossible. Good. We're playing West Ham at this month end. So, oh guys, good. Check out this is Lucas Live. You can go check out his channel. Great vlogs, also great Arsenal content as well. And I definitely would advise you guys check out his content. So as I was saying, top four is not as far-fetched as we believe. Top four is not as far-fetched as we believe. But the thing is, the problem is, it is the hope that kills you as an Arsenal fan. It is definitely the hope that kills you. And if you look at it, Manchester United are on 51 points. They are second on 51 points. What's the points differential for that? What is the points differential for that? So if Chelsea is 10 points in front of us, and Leicester City will be 13 points in front of us. So Manchester United are 14 points in front of us. So good. I am going into Konate's statistics right now. So I've finished with Saliba. Saliba has only received one yellow card, and I've finished with Saliba. So I'm going to Konate. And as you guys said, he has a very poor injury record. So let me get into him. So he played a total of 8 games, and he started 4 times. So you can see a bit of decline right there. Minutes per game, 51 minutes per game. So that averages the 4 games that he has played, that he has started and completed. Guess what? He has good attacking stats. He has really good attacking stats. So he has scored 1 goal, scoring frequency 411. That not necessarily mean anything. Goals per game 0.1, shots per game 0.4. Saliba averages more shots than Konate. Saliba actually averages more shots than Alexander Lacazette. Can you imagine William Saliba averaging more shots than Alexander Lacazette? He's just so funny. That is really funny. Goal conversion 50%. So let me get into his passing stats. He has no assists. He averages 40 touches per game, 40.4 touches per 90. 40.4 touches per 90 averages. So I want you guys to do the comparison. Konate averages 40.4 touches per 90, whilst William Saliba averages 80.3 touches per 90. 80.3 touches per 90 in comparison to Konate's 40.2 touches per 90. It's madness. It is really madness. So right there and then you see that William Saliba just touches on the pitch is ahead of him. So let me get into the details. Accurate passes per 90. He made 27 accurate passes per 90. What about last year for Konate? He hasn't had a good test sample this season. Yeah, that is true. The thing is, the reason why I'm using this is because this is current form. Remember that Saliba has great stats last year as well. So that is the reason I'm using current form. And Saliba only started playing in January. So Saliba also have a small sample size. Konate played 8 games. Saliba played 11. So you see where I'm getting at? That's only like 3 games difference. There's only a 3-game differential. So it is actually in the right mold to say. So we can consider that Saliba was just basically saying he was out for the half of the season and he's now just predominantly playing. And also the same for Konate. So I understand that there's ifs and buts, and we have to take in consideration that William Saliba hadn't played in such a long time because he was the transfer issues and all different type of things, and the league was actually closed down. So for now, for William Saliba now to be playing at this level, it signifies how good he is. It signifies how good William Saliba is for him to be playing at this level right now. So that is the reason I'm using that sample size. You might see it as a bit unfair, but if I should roll back to William Saliba last season, yeah, so that good. That is what I'm trying to get at. So William Saliba didn't play as well, so he just started to play in last month. Remember, it's not last month, January. Remember, in the January transfer, William Saliba actually started to play, so we have to account for that. So let me finish it. So accurate passes per game is 27.6, 27.8. He averages 27.8 passes per game, and with an 83%. So you can imagine, William Saliba averages 61 passes per game with a 90% completion. With a 90% completion. Accurate passes in the own half for William Saliba is 42.8 accurate passes with a completion of 93%. Let me see, Konate, 18.9% passes per 90 with a 90% completion. Yes, both of them completed 90%, but Konate far less passes. So I just looked on transfer market, European transfers. In income expenditure, Benfica made 500 million. Whoa! They made a sales of 1 billion. Yeah, they make a lot of sales. Which player was their last big sales? Which player was their last big sales? Which player was their latest biggest sales, their biggest profit? Because what we realize is that they love to take players from the academy, and then now they bring them into the first team and integrate them into the first team, and then the foreign clubs, most of the English clubs, come in purchasing for them. 50 million a year. That is mad. That is sick. That is crazy money. Felix, Diaz, wow, Joao Felix and Ruben Diaz, wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. Wow, I didn't know that. So definitely that is a model that Arsenal can emulate, because they have been that is really good. The pass direction, how many passes left or right? They're not putting up the pass direction, just only the accuracy of the passes. Accurate long ball for Konate is one. He made one long ball per 90 with a 30% accuracy. One long ball per 90 with a 30% accuracy. Now, listen to this for William Saliba. William Saliba averages 4.3 long balls per 90 with a 64% accuracy. He doubles the accuracy, also triples or fuples. He quadruples the long ball that Konate makes with a higher accuracy. Higher. And accurate chip passes, 0.5 per game. So less than 1. With a 22% accuracy, whilst William Saliba 3.3, averaging 3.3 accurate long chips with a percentage of 57% completion. So these stats are really highlighting that Ibrahima Konate, I don't want to say the differential is actually the league, because we have to bear in mind that the likes of Neymar, Mbappe, Cavani was playing in this league. these big players were in that league. They have quality players in the league, and we have to pay respect to that. We have to pay respect to that. Now, this is the stats where I want you guys to highlight, because this is the most important stats. This is the most important stats, which is their defending stats. And you know, Arsenal club, this is what we're looking out for, the defensive aspect of things. Okay, okay, bro, sure. Find the link. Find the link. Looks like they have a good academy. We should keep an eye on them for more gems. Yeah, that is something that we should do. That is something that we have to do. It is telling. It is really, really telling that is something that we have to do. Oh, did you guys watch my video? Hopefully, you guys saw my video that I make about League Honor. Hopefully, you guys saw the video. Just go in the comments and tell me what you think. Okay, all right. So it's defending stats. Clean sheet for Konate is 1. Clean sheet for Saliba is 2. Konate makes 0.8 interception per 90, whilst William Saliba makes 1.5 interception per 90. So William Saliba is a plus right there already. Tackles per game, 0.5 again for Konate and 0.8 for William Saliba. Both of them hasn't lost possession. Clearance for William Saliba, 4.6, averaging 4.6 clearance per game for Saliba, and 2.1 clearance per game for Ibrahima Konate. So errors needed to go for Konate, none, and 1 for William Saliba. Penalty conceded, 1 for Konate and none for Saliba. So yeah, Konate is a 86% aerial battle duel 1. So that is my statistics. I think that goes to show. I think overall what I've been through, it shows that Konate, William Saliba is ahead of Konate. We might say the difference in league, but you have to bear in mind that in Bundesliga you have some crap club as well. You have some clubs that are not really that good, and we have to accept that. You have a lot of clubs that are not really that good. But and also in the French league, you have clubs that are really, really good. The Marseille, the Lyons, the PSG, the Montpellier. These clubs are really, really good. Lille, and yeah, these clubs are really good. So you have to take that in consideration. We know it's Leipzig, and there's so many ideas around Leipzig. But it goes to show that these two players are quality. And the thing about it is that William Saliba is younger. William Saliba is younger. I'll definitely do it. I'll do my research after this and see, and then maybe do a bit of scouting and see their young starlets and what they have incoming, because these clubs normally have really good players on the front line. Yes, he's definitely the better player. From what I've seen in regards to statistics, he is definitely the better player. Better statistics as well. There's only one statistic that Konate have over William Saliba, and that's aerial duels 1. Konate aerial duels are actually 87.87%. But that is high. That's higher than any player in the Premier League. No, I think Zoma, that's as high as Zoma aerial battles. And that is really good. So guys, I might not stay long with you. I have another stream to go and do. Definitely have a bit of house chores to do before my wife get at me. So I really appreciate that you guys are here with me. Please hit the like button. I know you guys are already done that. Ashton, I'll definitely make you also. I want to make you a moderator. Tell me if you're okay with that. I want to make you a moderator, because you guys have been really loyal and good to me. So that's the best way I can do right now for allowing you guys to feel a part of the community. So hopefully you guys accept that. So let's see how this one goes. Thank you very much for tuning, guys. I really love the fact that you guys are here with me, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much for being here with me. I couldn't ask for anything else, anything more. Thank you for the support, guys. And guess what? I'll see you again. I'm sending out my review of the Arsenal Southampton. The under 23 games is actually playing right now. So I'll send out my review quite soon from this. And I really I really love the fact that you guys are here spending time with me. This has been Military Guna TV, and I'm out, guys.